Welcome to History and Facts. Vietnam is a country with a rich history, stunning landscapes, and vibrant culture. Known for its delicious food, breathtaking scenery, and incredible resilience, Vietnam has become one of the most fascinating places in the world. Today we're exploring amazing facts about Vietnam that will surprise you. Vietnam's economy has grown rapidly in the last few decades. It is one of the world's largest exporters of rice, coffee, and seafood. Major cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City are becoming major financial and tech centers. The name Vietnam means Viet of the South, referring to its location in relation to ancient Chinese territories. It was officially named Vietnam in 1804 by Emperor Gia Long. Ha Long Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is famous for its 1,600 limestone islands. Legends say a dragon created the bay by swiping its tail through the sea. It is one of the most visited tourist spots in Vietnam. Vietnam is the second largest coffee producer in the world, after Brazil. Egg coffee, or cà phê trung, is a Vietnamese specialty made with egg yolk, sugar, and condensed milk. And get this, Weasel coffee, one of the most expensive in the world, is made from beans that have passed through a civet's digestive system. Vietnam has more motorbikes than cars, with over 60 million registered motorcycles. Crossing the street in Vietnam can be a challenge, as motorbikes rarely stop. Many people transport entire families, pets, and even furniture on a single bike. Son Doong Cave, discovered in 1991, is the largest cave in the world. It is so big that it has its own ecosystem, jungle, and clouds inside. The cave is still being explored, and only a few tourists are allowed each year. Unlike most Asian languages, Vietnamese uses the Latin alphabet with additional accents. This system was introduced by French missionaries in the 17th century. Vietnamese is a tonal language, meaning the same word can have different meanings depending on the tone used. From 1887 to 1954, Vietnam was ruled by France. The influence is still seen in Vietnam's architecture, food, and language. Banh mi, a Vietnamese sandwich, was inspired by the French baguette. Ho Chi Minh, known as Uncle Ho, was the leader of Vietnam's independence movement. He led Vietnam to victory against French and American forces. Today his body is preserved in a mausoleum in Hanoi, visited by thousands each year. Vietnam is a paradise for food lovers with some of the best street food in the world. Pho, the famous noodle soup, is considered Vietnam's national dish. Other popular street foods include spring rolls, banh xeo, which are crispy pancakes, and bun cha, delicious grilled pork noodles. The Mekong Delta is one of the most fertile agricultural regions in the world. It produces more than 50% of Vietnam's rice and is home to floating markets. Boats in the floating markets display samples of what they sell by hanging the items on poles. Vietnam has a long history of resisting foreign powers, from China to France and the USA. The Vietnam War, which lasted from 1955 to 1975, was one of the most significant conflicts of the 20th century. The Cu Chi tunnels, used by the Viet Cong, were an underground network of tunnels that stretched over 250 kilometers. The lotus flower is Vietnam's national symbol, representing purity and resilience. It grows in muddy water but blooms beautifully, symbolizing the strength of the Vietnamese people. Water puppetry originated in northern Vietnam over 1,000 years ago. The performances tell folk tales and legends, using wooden puppets on water stages. This art form is still popular and attracts tourists from around the world. In Vietnamese culture, the dragon symbolizes power, wisdom, and prosperity. Many cities and landmarks, such as Dragon Bridge in Da Nang, are inspired by this mythical creature. Vietnam is a land of stunning landscapes, rich traditions, and incredible history. From its bustling cities to peaceful countryside, this country has something for everyone. What fact about Vietnam amazed you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more amazing facts.